funding for People of Interest comes from ExxonMobil. They just don't know it yet.
The world of organized crime has a long history of colorful nicknames, from Scarface Al Capone to Sammy the Bull Gravano. But none of those nicknames seems as apt as Kind Kenny Bronson. Throughout his long and illustrious career in organized crime, Bronson created the first ice cream-only speakeasy, ran an herbal drug ginseng ring, and a fire protection racket that saw him install thousands of smoke detectors in local businesses. Now with the release of a biography of his life, Kill 'Em With Kindness, The Kenny Bronson Story by George Anastasia, we were able to secure a brief reprieve from Mr. Bronson's house arrest so he could be here to discuss his life. Kenny Bronson, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, thank you so much for, thank you to the State Correctional Facility for letting you out.
Oh yeah, they are great. They very, very kind. Not as rough as people think they are.
Really?
You know? Exactly.
Well, that's great. So I was wondering if we start with your childhood.
Nice.
What was the first moment that you got involved with organized crime?
Well, it's been in my family for generations.
Sure.
You know. My father, he showed me the ropes.
Donnie Bronson.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I didn't get the violence and the shooting and the money laundering and the drugs and everything. It's I don't know. Too bloody. It needs to be nicer. Everything needed to be wrapped up in a nice tight bow, I believe.
That is just refreshing to hear.
That's what I've been telling people, but
Now, a lot of people have wondered, how did you really start climbing up in the ranks when you wouldn't participate in some of the more traditional aspects of organized crime?
Well, I threw a few parties.
Oh.
Yeah. It was very nice affair. It was a punch bowl. It was cake and candy and everything like that for all of the mobsters to enjoy. And maybe somebody drowned in the punch. I don't know.
Oh.
It's accidents happen.
You were doing
accidents happen. Sometimes people drown in a punch bowl.
It's been known.
Sometimes somebody is smothered in ice cream. Sometimes it happens. I don't know.
But you were not involved in it.
No.
Not
Those were tragic happenings, and I will not rest until I find out the answers to those questions.
Very noble of you.
Wrong.
But I guess it's hard to do from house arrest.
Yeah, exactly.
It does seem a bit odd that you were arrested, considering it doesn't seem like you actually ever did anything illegal.
Well, I did enjoy prostitutes. I will admit. I will admit.
Oh, well,
they are very nice ladies. If you give them money, they will do anything.
Sure. Now, I guess that does. You do have that educational foundation for prostitutes.
Yeah, exactly. I started the school for prostitutes.
Yes.
So, I take women that are on the street selling their bodies, and they can learn a trade.
Yeah.
They can learn how to be a mechanic. They can learn how to be an electrician. Just things to help out community, in between
Right.
all of the sex work.
Right. With you.
Yes, with me.
So now you, of course, you do have your kind Ken Bronson, but you do have a history of not taking no guff from anybody.
Oh no.
There's an interesting anecdote in the story about how you gave John Gotti a stern talking to.
Oh yeah. He said some very, very insulting things about my mother, and I was like, look, I'm a saint.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if she was stabbed with an ice pick. You just don't talk about people's mothers, and I had to give him a stern talking to, and he knows not to go anywhere near me or my family ever again.
Wow. I guess it would be difficult for him because he's dead or in prison. One of the two.
good as mine.
Now you've also you've been definitely very against drugs from the start.
Hugs, not drugs.
Hugs, not drugs. Specifically with prostitutes.
Hugs with prostitutes,
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah. Now, but you have been getting into a lot of herbal remedies, which you've been distributing.
Yes, oh yes, definitely like holistic medicines and stuff like that. Yeah, I wish I had something on, the first one's free.
Oh,
exactly.
Right. Now, a lot of these aren't regulated by the FDA.
No. I don't see what the problem is. You go out in the woods, you pick things out of the ground. It was put there by God. So why wouldn't we want to enjoy that? Why can't we enjoy that?
It's an excellent question.
Exactly.
Are you on anything right now? I feel I have to ask.
Just high on life, friend.
I have to ask. Now, we do have to talk about, unfortunately, what happened with your son. I'm sorry that I have to bring this up, but the audience would like to know. Seem to have not taken after you as much. What did you say to him the first time he started getting violent?
I just, little Billy just sat him down and said, like, look, I know that we come from a very violent line, but I'm trying to change all that. I'm trying to make a better future for you. Like, if your friend steals, your Power Ranger toy, you can't just stab him with an ice pick. You can't do that.
Gosh, it's just... And then, but the behavior continued.
Yeah, he, just, then I started getting calls from the school saying that kids were ending up dead, and he seems to be near all of the incidents, and I could see what was happening.
And then, unfortunately, of course, the tragic boating accident where he drowned. That was an accident, right?
Yeah, it was an accident.
Because accidents happen.
Exactly, and you gotta just fix mistakes that happen.
Sorry?
What?
It sounded like you said you needed to fix a mistake.
Raising children is a very, very difficult process.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, exactly. God, I wish I had those holistics on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's naturally peppermint oil. It's a natural relaxant.
Yes.
So, you have your daughter's doing well, of course.
Oh yeah, she is doing great. She's doing great. She is quite the entrepreneur herself.
Really?
Yeah. She actually started her own school of prostitutes. Yeah.
For male prostitutes? Or?
Yeah, for male prostitutes.
Really?
Like, she takes guys off of the street and, teaches them a trade, And I think that's really great. I heard he fixed the toilet. One of her students fixed the toilet back at the
really?
back at the villa.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Is this an adjunct to where you are? So it's their schools are separate. You don't want to keep.
I don't want to step on her toes.
Okay.
Sure. Like I gave her my blessing when she came to me with the idea. It's like, look, Dad, I want to start my own school of prostitutes.
Yeah. Wow.
And I said, all right, we are a family that loves prostitutes.
Now, she is engaged. So, what are on the day of your daughter's wedding? You're going to have to do favors for people. What are you going to do if someone comes in with a favor that crosses the line for you?
Crosses the line. I don't know. I guess they wanted to hurt somebody or do some other violent act.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If someone asked you to make someone an offer they couldn't refuse, what would that offer be?
I would look them straight in the eye and I would tell them, like, look, is this really the route that you want to go? And if they say yes, I would just say, all right, here's a $5 tub of ice cream, that'll work.
And what ice cream flavor would you go with?
Rocky Road.
Of course. I should have known. Kenny Bronson, thank you so much for being here.
Actual support for People of Interest is brought to you by Philly Improv Theater, Philly's home for comedy. In addition to shows every week of the year, PHIT offers classes in improv, sketch, and stand-up. For more information, visit phillyimprovtheater.com.